Where are you at now with your life? What's happened to you?
And at this point in my life, wallah, I've been gifted, alhamdulillah, by Allah, with cancer throughout my body, and I've changed my whole life to sort of helping people.
Why do you call it a gift, Ali?
And alhamdulillah, it's a gift because and it's a gift because Allah's given me a chance to change.
What has having cancer, what has it opened your eyes to?
SubhanAllah, everything in life, even the smallest gift, like breathing fresh air.
Do you feel like you used to take that for granted before? How long have you had cancer for?
4 months now.
Ali was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and given only 7 months to live. Upon finding the news, he immediately sold his successful business and was forced to reconsider the lavish lifestyle he was accustomed to. Everything was to change. Ali, what was your reaction when you came to know you had cancer?
I got rid of my cars, I got rid of my watches, even my clothes. I took them with me overseas and I gave them to a lot of people up there. Alhamdulillah. So I wanted to try to leave this world without anything.
Car like this, people would love to be in it, people would love to own, people would love to drive it.
Well, they're going for the wrong goals. And you realize that when you get sick, when someone tells you you haven't got long to live, you realize all this stuff does not benefit us in any way.
So what's the value of this in your heart now?
This is worth one pair of thongs for a little African child with no thongs. Wallahi, it's worth more than me to see him smile with a pair of thongs than own one of these. Wallah al-Azim.
Ali has since dedicated the remainder of his life and wealth to helping those who are far less fortunate than him. After an emotional journey to Africa, Ali has established a charity titled Muslims Around the World Project. The organization wasted no time in the construction of a masjid and a school in Africa to serve as an ongoing charity for him when he finally has to depart this world.
Well, it all started from when I went to the cemetery when a brother that has cancer passed away. And I was at the cemetery and I was just thinking to myself, after you go, there's nothing. There's no one there for you. No mother, no father, no brother, no sister, except for your deeds. And even your money is not going to be there for you. So the only thing that's going to be there for you is a sadaqah. And that's the only thing that's going to help you gradually through your time in the grave till you get to the ultimate destination.
I just wanted to make a little video clip for all the followers that have supported me from day one and come on this journey with me since day one. May Allah rewards all you guys, and inshallah you continue to support me and MATW, inshallah. One of the first thing is a little piece of advice to the brothers and sisters. As you see in this life, we had the cars, we had the money, we had everything, alhamdulillah. But subhanallah, a lot of people during the period of when I was sick, they'll send me messages, brother, you're guaranteed paradise, brother, you've brother, you've done so much for the community, for the ummah, but subhanallah, this, it's not worth just a simple blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. Like, waking up in the morning and being able to walk to the bathroom by yourself. So these things slowly got stripped away from me during the last of my life, alhamdulillah. Wallahi, some of us don't get that chance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to know when we're going to pass away. Some of us, and a lot of us, just pass away suddenly. You've heard many stories where brothers and sisters have died in clubs or overdosed, or whatever it is, subhanAllah. So during your life, brothers and sisters, just try to have a goal, try to have a plan, try to have a project that you work towards. Even if it's not you personally doing it and you're funding someone else's projects, just do something, because wallahi you're going to need it on the day of judgment. And for the brothers and sisters that are chasing this life, one of my advice to you guys is, this life is becoming, before we used to say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, certain things were happening. Now it's every month things are changing. Wallah, we're following our desires more than we're following Islam these days. We're just going to be careful, because wallah, it's not a joke anymore. Our kids are getting affected. Everyone's getting affected. Wallahi, sometimes I used to just sit on my bed and cry, because I just wanted that support from people, and then subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings you people that you've never thought they'll be a part of your life, or friends, or you didn't even know they existed. When I used to travel, I used to meet certain people. A lot of them actually went out of their way to come all the way from Dubai or the UK or wherever it was to come to actually visit me when I was sick or in hospital. Or that's love for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No photos, no nothing like that. Just come to visit. 14-hour flight just to see if I'm okay, subhanAllah. So for the people that are out there that are sick or worried or stressed, come out, I say to you people, don't worry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send you people that you've never expected if you really need someone. You just have to have trust and tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So a little advice for everyone out there. Inshallah, if you can inspire 1, 2, 3 people to do something, remember when you're in that grave, inshallah, then you'll be getting rewarded for everything they've done, for all the people they've brought to Islam, and inshallah that'll help on the day of judgment. So always try to have a project or a plan that you're working towards in this life, inshallah. Inshallah that'll help us in our grave and the hereafter. Jazakallah khairan wa assalamu alaikum.
I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make him from among his awliya'i as-salihin.
Ameen, ameen, Allahumma ameen.
If you looked at his life towards the end of it, he achieved 3 things in his life. 3 things. Number 1, he achieved this cancer that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with. He himself considered it a gift of 3 years. Bi-idhnillah, that cancer of 3 years, its effect is that it would have, bi-idhnillah ta'ala, washed and cleansed his heart and soul from the sins that he had done in the past. That's the 3 years of cancer, it would have worked for that, inshallah. Number 2, he achieved that he established a project in his life before his death, which was the MATW project, Muslim Around the World project, which we all know about it. He established it, and we ask Allah Azza wa Jal that becomes a sadaqah jariyah, an ongoing charity for him.
Ameen.
Basically, an ongoing charity means that it's a river of hasanat for him as he is in his grave. He sits down, he doesn't do anything. As long as people are benefiting from his project, as long as people are being fed by his project and looked after, as long as it exists, to bi-idhnillah, it's got a long way for its existence. as long as it exists, he's earning rewards in his grave, as long as people are benefiting from it. And then you need to ask yourself, what is your project, my brothers in Islam? Ali, when he's resurrected on the Day of Judgment and he stands before Allah, very easy to say, oh Allah, this is my project. This is what I did for your sake, and this is what I present before on the Day of Judgment. On the Day of Judgment, when you're resurrected, what's your project? What's this big thing you're working on that you're going to present before Allah and say, oh Allah, this is what I did for your deed? Ali had something, MATW project, with no hesitation he'll come up and say, this is my project. That's his second achievement. And the third achievement, and this is biyadillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he died during the blessed month of Ramadan. 3 years of sickness. Who would have expected he's going to land right in Ramadan and way into Ramadan on the 11th day? When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, so we can understand what it means to die in Ramadan. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in the authentic hadith, Man khutima lahu bisiyami yawm dakhal al-jannah. Anyone who fasts one day for the sake of Allah, which are the days of Ramadan, and that was his last action before he dies, guaranteed he enters the paradise. Ramadan is a month of fasting. Ali would have been fasting if his health was there, so it's counted for him as a fast. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala, he enters the paradise because of this. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal for him that. This is the end of the rich, and this is the end of the poor, and this is the end of the most beautiful woman, and this is the end of the most ugliest, and this is the end of the poor and the rich. Everyone, this is the end. This is the end. Fanta, you're supposed to wake up and you're supposed to realize that you don't have much time in this life. Very soon we're gone. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Alhaakum at-takathur. This has distracted you. At-takathur is this, the money. Alhaakum hatta zurtum al-maqabir. Until you visit the grave, until you die and you're buried. And Allah Azza wa Jalla is saying, until when? Until when is this going to distract you? Until the day you die? By Allah, I can guarantee and swear to it that more than 90% of us here have enough money to live for the next few years. But still you find you busy. Busy doing what? Rafi salat in the masjid, no Quran, nothing of the good. Whatever he can, and he gives it like a joke like this. For my brothers in Islam, what you have, if it's enough for you, understand this is a blessing from Allah. Use the remainder time to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At the end, my brothers in Islam, I say to you, this is the grave. Ask Allah Azza wa Jal to forgive him for his sins and shortcomings. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bestow his mercy upon him, to accept from him his deeds, and to keep his sadaqah jariyah going, so that it becomes long-lasting hasanat for him in this grave. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal that he resurrects him among the salihin, and that he admits him into the paradise in the highest levels on the